You brought up John Bolton,
yeah,
National Security Advisor. He is in Ukraine right now, and he said something very interesting. He said that sanctions against Russia will likely remain in place as long as Russia continues to maintain its behavior. That's significant. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting dance. Essentially, Bolton is in Ukraine for Ukraine's Independence Day, and he is apparently reviewing troops. I mean, it's an amazing piece of symbolism.
How often does that happen?
Well, he's already met with his Russian counterpart, Mr. Patrushev, in Geneva to talk about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and Ukraine obviously is a centerpiece of that. Mr. Bolton is running a very different policy toward Ukraine and Russia than President Trump is, and that's significant.
Yeah.
This is John Bolton's way of signaling to the Russians and to the Ukrainians, by the way, look, whatever President Trump says or doesn't say, there are a lot of people in Washington who are going to back Ukraine who are very, very, very suspicious about what the Russians do. Now, if you're President Trump, now, why would he allow his national security advisor to undermine him like that? You could probably make the case to President Trump, look, let Bolton do this. He's not the president. He's not going to change policy. And he makes it easier for you, President Trump, if you want to water down sanctions on Russia later. It makes it easier for you to do that politically if you've got your national security advisor out there talking tough on Russia. It immunizes you against the charge that you're in Putin's pocket, you're not doing enough on Russia, when in reality, you may be trying to water down sanctions that Congress is producing that are tougher on Russia than you really want.
Well, how often have we heard the president, but certainly his supporters, say, don't listen to what he says, look at what he does. And,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Sanctions, expulsions, and they sort of list off a bunch of ways in which the administration has pushed back against Russia. But it's not just the administration, it's Congress.
If you buy the idea that part of working for Donald Trump means making Donald Trump happy on a daily basis, then you can really see the kind of delicate dance that John Bolton's in. John Bolton may have been watching the Helsinki summit between Putin and Trump going, I can't believe this is happening. This is absolutely horrible, but he can't do anything about it. But this is his opportunity to go to Ukraine and review the troops and tell a very different story, to send the message that he thinks the United States government ought to be sending, while going back to Washington and managing President Trump's expectations about why you're doing this and ways in which you can soften the blow against Russia in the future.